working against our favor here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. We are live. Um, Episode number 10, live from Comdex or Comdex. Oh God. Brad, CES. What used to be Comdex. And actually the reason I probably confused it with Comdex is I saw so many friends from the Comdex days that are now just doing amazing things in AI. We have people that are older that have been or more seasoned that have been around for decades, and then many of the newcomers like Robin has in that creator area, right? That are
Yeah.
killing it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we saw Will I Am yesterday,
That was cool.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Live in front of the crowd at the Sony Creators space. Yeah, we're
Nice.
live from Las Vegas in the CE. We're in the Witty Suite,
That's right.
right? With some teammates in the next room. Live from Las Vegas, CES 2025. There are
Right.
some absolutely amazing products out there. How's the lighting? Do we need to
Yeah, I think
yeah,
what do you think? I think we're probably good.
yeah, something like
But
that.
we are live. But so what do you think? I mean, what was the thing that really impressed you
You know what's
most of all, Brad?
You know what's funny? It was our interview yesterday with Adam from the Perfect Company. I mean, we interviewed them because we were impressed,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. What did you think? So share with everybody just a little bit about that. What caught your eye when it ran to the booth, when you came to the booth and all that?
Yeah, so at the Las Vegas Convention Center, they have many large halls, and then in the lobby is a very large space sponsored by Sony and others called the Creators Space. And we were in there talking with people, and inside they had a booth from the Perfect Company, and they had a couple of tablets on the countertop that looked like an AI makeup app, which the ladies went to. You and I were just standing back. But then once I saw what it was, we had to try it because it is like an artificial intelligence skincare application. So anyone with skin can look at it and it can tell you as you move your face around, your age, the skincare you might need, areas for treatment, areas that are doing great. It was a really interesting app with tons of applications for anyone with skin, essentially.
Totally. And yeah, and I think sometimes when you walked up to some of those things, I think especially in the early app days, they seem gimmicky.
Yeah,
But I think this ad offered real value and a real business model.
yeah.
What did you think? I mean, seemed to be, we had a great interview with Adam, the CMO, that we'll share at a later time. But yeah, what do you think of just the whole, this is a real business now that these huge billion-dollar beauty companies will be able to leverage this AI technology for real applications.
Yeah, as Adam said, they're celebrating their 10th business anniversary in 2025. So this is not something that just popped up like, oh, we have an app, let's try this. Um, what they were showing, especially Wayne, the other executive that we talked
Right.
to, he was telling us that the product life cycle of makeup and the product life cycle of the beauty industry includes demonstration products that he said often go to waste. And what this has done has reduced the waste of the demonstration products greatly. Like he gave the numbers from the palm tree to the palm oil to the cardboard to the packaging to the carbon footprint. He said that having a virtual try on, whether it's virtual try on clothing or virtual try on makeup, eliminates all those steps. And I mean, is it balanced by the electronic steps? I don't know that there's not a net positive. I think there's a net positive that we're all of a sudden saving trees, saving water, saving the environment.
Huge. Yeah.
Um,
Huge net positive, right? And because if you think about just returns to Amazon, I think
mhm.
this year was or last, December holiday time with the most online returns.
Yeah, well, there's that many more people buying things online.
Totally, totally.
Um,
But then that's gas of the delivery drivers, it's boxes, it's
mhm.
waste.
Yeah, so that was what was interesting for me is seeing how companies like that are using technology. And it is the latest. It feels like they're a 10-year company that has found the way to make this work, that other companies are going to follow suit with
Yeah,
virtual try-on glasses, virtual try-on hats. He was talking virtual try-on hairstyles. Um, he said that the quality of the app in previous generations was mid,
Right.
However, they've reached a point where he said it was true to skin tone, it was true to final look. You were no longer having to imagine a new hairstyle on top of your hairstyle. He said this is for people, should I shave my beard or keep my beard? Should I cut my hair short or keep it
Right.
long? Choices you can't take
But
back.
with like a 360 and it like really being on your head, not just, putting on some image or some new hairstyles sitting on top of your head,
What
right?
what immediately comes to mind, because downstairs is a tattoo shop.
Right.
Imagine you sat in the tattoo shop and they put the tattoo on your arm, and then you actually went, you know what? That's gigantic. It takes my shoulder blade to my elbow. Maybe I should just do this. I don't have a tattoo, but I get that people who get them, some love it, and sometimes they think, oh,
I read it.
you're right.
Now, what else did we see?
The
Okay,
helicopter car.
I was just about to say the exact same
The
thing.
helicopter car.
Amazing, right?
Oh
I
my
mean, this
gosh.
was James Bond meets Mission Impossible.
Meets Billionaire Surfer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, where you just, there's huge, we'll post some pictures, but huge kind of drone that sits two people slash helicopter, kind of something, a hybrid.
I might have it on my phone that I can quote the name of it because
Okay,
there's
right.
so
So there
many.
was that. There was technology for airports. There was, I
The
think,
Tesla that had the LED screen across the bumper.
yes,
That was cool.
yes, the tele TV, right? That you haven't seen yet, but a friend of the show, Steve Kettleman's was sharing with us, and that's pretty amazing. And people that are qualified can get a new free TV. That's kind of a new advertising models we're seeing. We're just seeing I think what caught me, Brad, it's the transformation of different business models using AI. I'm
Hmm.
seeing some of the bigger companies we would think would be so bleeding edge or not leveraging AI the way we talk about in all the weekly events we do.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so it's pretty crazy. I know you look for the name of that company.
Yeah.
Oh,
XPENG, XPeng.
Xpen, okay. The robots. So many robots that are functional,
Oh man,
right?
I picked up that dog robot. The dog robot you see in videos that's climbing stairs, and I got to like grab onto the handle of it. The team member there said it was about 15 kilos, so it's in the 30 to 40 pound range.
Yeah,
Um, it was heavy. Like the construction was solid on it. Like you felt like this thing is not going to break. You can use this thing. It was an absolute certainty. We talked about this on Brain Juice a couple episodes ago on a Monday night that the 2025 year will be the year of the robot. And
yeah,
it seems from anyone who's from the 20th century, it feels like you're like, maybe. This ain't no maybe. This is
yes,
like you could put your hand on it. It's standing right there. And it's priced for less than a vacation.
for sure. That was great. Dr. Harvey Castro, we saw his panel, spatial computing. There was somebody from Siemens,
R&D
somebody
from
from Honda,
R&D from Honda.
how they're kind of creating, facilities before they build them, building a digital twin, using spatial computing and AI so they can build it right for maximum productivity. I thought that was phenomenal.
I'll add to that and say, for me, the latest there is that Dr. Harvey's in medicine,
Yeah,
Honda is in vehicles, and Siemens does
everything.
everything,
Yeah.
right? And what I heard from all of them was an absolute open mind to AI. There was no like reservation, there was no hesitation. Sometimes I see in the news from what does not seem like the top of any information channel this doubt and hesitation. But when you're in the room with the person who's like, oh, all of Honda loves AI, she's like, I have every headset from Apple, I have every headset from Google or whatever, Meta. She's like, we're using AI. Like every big company might not be telling you, but they are using it.
Let's get her on the show or
That
on a show, right? Jane. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I threw Harvey.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Harvey too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I already connected with her. And yeah, so good.
Mm.
We'll get all of them on. And I think, and then of course, tragic week this week for all of our friends in
The
LA with the
fires.
fires, right?
Fires.
These drones, Pano.ai is one. There's a lot of fire protection, fire prevention drones. Not saying that these are going to solve everything now, but I think,
Mhm.
again, we see tragedies like this. What can we learn from it, take from it to add a positive effect to the world. So I think these are going to start pushing technology and elevate things, through AI. So we'll be getting into a lot of that. I think fashion tech, by the way, Perfect Corp had some,
Hmm.
just the waste that happens in fashion is,
Yeah, they're saving that.
yeah, they're helping to reduce that, right?
Yeah,
And I think no one's going to go 100 to 0, but how can we move towards
yeah.
leveraging these tools, right?
What else I saw is personal vehicles, bicycles, scooters, the suitcase with wheels on it, just from a commercial, like this is the CES, is the commercial electronics show.
Consumer.
Thank you, consumer. We see
That
so
one,
much stuff. We've seen so much stuff in the last couple of days. It's mind
right?
blowing. The transparent television screens are outstanding. The number of smart homes that you're going to walk in, the lights are going to change, the temperature of fridge.
Yeah,
There's so much ambient control, the temperature of the bed, if you saw that one,
yeah,
where it's a his and hers or a left and right side bed temperature control based on your wearable. So if you're wearing a device with your heart rate or your temperature while you sleep, this will dynamically change the temperature of your bed to from whichever perspective is your ideal sleep. This is designed to keep you in that place.
what hall was that in? I gotta get
We saw that yesterday afternoon when we were at
Oh, so you were
the
probably at Venetian.
yeah, at the Venetian.
See, it's such a huge show, everybody. We're going to cover as much of it as possible.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, January 13th, 16th, we are going to do a wrap up. So if
Yeah.
you were at CES, you want to come on and share the latest with us
We should talk to the
in a
single
live Zoom.
the single photon camera capture. We got to talk to them.
That was great, right? I mean,
Ubicept.
and we saw right, and we saw
Yeah.
them the first day. Even today's just the third
The
day.
Lucy
So
pen.
the Lucy pen was phenomenal
Right.
with the video.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
think let's start getting them all on the show and do interviews. Maybe we'll go do some more and get some more in the can before we go for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
The Lucy pin impressed me. It was like 4 hours
Right.
of continuous streaming from a lapel pin. They call themselves like a memory corporation.
Yeah, right. And I thought you could keep doing it. They can just take hours and hours of video. Then you can search the video
Yeah.
by saying what you want. You don't need the closed captioning to align with the video for it to be searchable.
Yeah.
And they called it VLM, so video language model.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's a term that they made up, or we're going to start hearing about
I
it.
Googled it. It's a term.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the concept here of wearing on your lapel a recording device that is very obvious. People are aware you're doing this. Any important day in your life that you want to film without having to constantly hold your device.
Right. Right. And
Yeah.
then what it'll do, it'll make TikToks, it'll make tweets, it'll make different social pieces too. So they're really thinking ahead. But I just see so many more applications in the technology.
Because there's a golf course right behind us there. You can picture professional golfers wearing one.
Right.
And then the network going right to the lapel pin of the player. How cool would that be to get lapel shot of the winning putt at the championship golf tournament on the world stage?
No, I love it. And right. And even for the network, could they go right to their users? But the photon, and we will get some more information on that because that was cool technology.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ubiceptic.
right, yes, and like half MIT, half University of Minnesota, University of Wisconsin at Madison,
Yeah.
two of the top technology schools in the world.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be coming up with some good stuff. We met some very smart people there, let's say.
Oh, wow.
Not only is it walking miles and miles around these convention centers that's tiring, but then it's just like the intellectual, just talking to so many smart people.
Yesterday,
So I love it.
yesterday in the afternoon, the one booth, I gotta remember his name. It might have been Dr. David, but anyway, he had used biomimicry. So he looked at the world of insects and the way that they perform depth perception. He said the modern standard, because I said, oh, it's like a Roomba. And he said, oh, I used to work for iRobot. The modern standard for computers, like a Roomba that would 3D map a space. So the small handheld vacuum cleaner that is automatic and maps out your space, or whichever similar kind of item, a lawnmower, a pool cleaner, but also anything like the vehicle the girl was driving when we were in front of AARP.
Right.
So anything that moves independently, he said that the industry standard seemingly everywhere is 30 centimeters distance. So within 30 centimeters distance, the current standard of computers is not able to capture depth accurately. What this guy did was use biomimicry. So he said, what animal or insect or bird is out there that can do this less than 30 centimeters?
Oh my
He
God.
researched the right one. He did a color shift so that one eye or one camera was purple, I think, and the other one was yellow or green. And then he used the color depth and I think LiDAR, but this is so outside my depth at that level. But he showed me that he has gapped inside the 30 centimeters, which means that now you could have a self-driving car get less than 30 centimeters away in traffic and still know where it is with depth perception.
That's insane.
Like it's these little things that when you're thinking, you're like, this is the
That
latest.
makes sense.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a fascinating place to be here at CES 2025.
And then that prelaunch.com, and we covered at the
Pre-launch.
end, right? Pre-launch was cool.
Pre-launch was great.
We could go on and on, but we got to start this week's AI Think Tank. We're going to go back to the show today and get more info for everybody. So thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for watching,
Latest.
everybody.
Good one in person at CES.
Right on, David.